Okay, so let's get started. So today I'm going to talk to you about how to become financially free through OIC. Okay, this morning I actually gave out a poll on our OIC billionaire community Facebook group, and I sent a survey out. I said, do you believe you can achieve financial freedom through OIC? Okay, so I'm going to ask that question here. So put it on the chat if you actually believe you can accomplish and achieve financial freedom through OIC. Put it on the chat right now. All right, I want to see your answers, okay? All right, let's see some of your answers here. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Cedric says absolutely. Sherilyn says yes. Maddie says yes. Orlando, yes, sir. And you will. Yes. Erica, Cordelia, everybody says yes. Cordelia, absolution. I think yes, absolutely. Yes, of course. Jennifer, Bilal. All right. So everybody hears you can achieve financial freedom through OIC. Okay. And I want to, before we start, I want to challenge you here. One last question. Put it on the chat. What is financial freedom for you then? In the shortest phrase that you can. Maybe it may be a lot of things, but what is financial freedom for you then? Put it on the chat, please. What does it mean for you? Freedom from debt, obligations by Scott, stressless life. Absolutely. Isn't that nice, Jennifer, when you don't have all that stress? Because everybody stresses about what? Money, time. Okay, Maddie, more time with family, lifestyle. Lorraine Smith says stressless life. Yes, I believe that. Owning my time with it, living an impactful life, impacting others. Absolutely, Erica. Better lifestyle for Lisa. Don't have to worry about money. Freedom from living the life I want to live. Freedom from not stressing about money for Erica. 6-figure income monthly. Absolutely, Orlando. That'll give you a lot of different freedoms, right? Okay, so here's where let's start here. Okay, how to become financially free to OIC. You may have a lot of different reasons why you want to become financially free, but here's where I will show you that everything we do here in OIC has already been strategically planned to help you become financially free. And it's already there. We've laid out the groundwork. So did you know that you will never be free until you're financially free? Look, there's a lot of different liberties that we're all trying to achieve. Freedom of speech, freedom of being able to move, freedom of religion, freedom to live a happy, healthy life. It's freedom to the pursuit of happiness, whatever that happiness is to you. But did you know that financial freedom is one of the most impactful, right? Impactful freedoms in your life. Okay, and you're going to see that it's not just about money, but there's a lot of things that money will do to get you financially free. It's not just money, it's a lot of things, education, habits, and all that. And all of that we already have here in OIC. So I'm going to show you, okay? And it's more simple than you actually thought. Okay, so we started this movement, our infinite movement of having a million people actually become financially free by 2028. This is a tall order, but before you help others, here's the thing. We would like to start with you before you even help others. Just like the flight attendant's instruction, before you help others, you need to put on your oxygen masks first. Isn't that true? This whole process of helping others starts with you. If we can't help you, then why are we trying to help other people? We want to help you first, the ones on this call. There's about 50 plus on this call, and there's going to be more online, and there's going to be more who are going to watching this. There's going to be hundreds and thousands watching this later. What are we trying to do and what are we trying to achieve? So We always talk about the 8 ways of how to take back control of your life. Why is that so important? Okay, you got to understand why is it okay. Is this another presentation? But until you actually grasp the idea of these 8 ways, I'm going to show you that if you accomplish all of these 8 things through 8 ways, okay, you will be financially free. And for some of you, you may be on track already from a lot of the other things. For some of you, you need all 8 ways. For some of you, you only need one, right? So these are we always talk about the 8 ways to take back control, because taking control is having freedom. Where financial independence is when people are not controlling you. The government is not controlling you. The economy is not controlling you. Your money in your bank account is not controlling you, what you can do or what you cannot do. So the OIC Billionaire platform, okay, gives you 8 ways to achieve financial freedom. If you can accomplish all 8 of these, you will be on track and eventually be financially independent. So it's a platform, and you can achieve that. It may not happen overnight. For some of you, it will happen in 1 month. Some of you will happen in 3 months. Some of you will happen in 1 year, maybe several years. So let's talk about the first one. Okay, let's talk about the first one, keeping your money. Okay, how does this get you to become financially free? Financial freedom is being free from the government dictating how much you can keep after paying taxes. You can be financially free if you have a way to have a tax-free income in the future. So think about this. How do you say you're actually financially free? Let's say you're building income, building, your whatever you're doing right now. So let's say you're saving in a 401k and all that. And then one day when you retire and say, okay, I've built all this money, okay, and you say, okay, how much here do I keep? Do you actually have control if taxes are going up or going down? Most people say taxes are actually going up. So what do you do if taxes are going up? So that means that you're really not free. So if you think about it, one day you have, even if you have $1 million, even if you have $500,000, especially if you have more money, what about estate taxes, where you could be paying up to 50% of your whole estate? So how can you be financially free using what we're doing here in OIC? And I'm going to talk to you. I'm not talking about what you can do for other people today. I'm just talking about you. Okay. So every aspect of these 8 ways is going to be broken down into education, action, and practice. What kind of education do you need? What kind of action plan do you need? And then what practice? What do you do to keep this habit until you become financially free? Okay. So on the first topic, if you're here in OIC, if you're brand new, you're an associate, you've been here for a year, it doesn't matter. If you're already a BD, you're already an EBD, CEO, this all applies to us, including myself. So what kind of education do you need to build? Because it all starts with that financial education. With OIC, you can get this financial education. 3 tax buckets. If you understand the 3 tax buckets, educate yourself with that. Action plan. What are the action plans? Get an IUL, get a Roth IRA. Because these are the tools where you can have tax-free income. So if you have, let's say, an IUL, and later down the road, you build up 100,000, $500,000, let's say $1 million, or however much you want to build. And one day you say, well, I've got all this money. Can you say you're financially free from the government if they say years later, taxes are now up to 50%? Does it matter to you? You just freed yourself from the government, isn't it? So what practice do you need to keep doing now? Once you start an IUL or get a Roth IRA, move money to tax-free. Can you start moving money to tax-free? Are you doing that right now? Do you have a policy where you're actually moving money to tax-free so that later you become financially free? The second way is growing your money without losing. Look, Financial freedom is making money work for you rather than working and using your personal effort and time to make money. You can be financially free if you can make money while you sleep. But on top of just growing money through compound interest, you can be free from anxiety and sleep better at night if you can grow money without the risk of losing money. Robert Kiyosaki said of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he said, it's not how much you make, but how much you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. So you need to have the education of compound interest, rule of 72. That's what we teach here. It's on our VEU. Once you're an associate, we have our slides. Educate other people, educate yourself, understand index strategies. Once you understand that, what's your action plan? How do you grow money through an index? You got to have it yourself. Do you have an IUL where you can grow money without losing? Do you have a Roth IRA if you can't qualify for any life insurance product? Do you have indexed annuities where you're actually growing money indexed? So what practice do you need to do? Okay, so create, do your F&A. Sit down with your trainer, your business director, do your financial needs analysis, budget, create a budget so you can save more money and grow more money. Some people can, I've met so many associates say, Christian, I don't even know where to start. I can't save even $50 or 100 or $300. The first thing I ask is that, do you even have a budget? So how do you know that you can't even save X amount of dollars if you didn't have a budget? So where did that number come from? Well, at the end of the month, I don't even have 300 or 500 left. That's right. Well, do an F&A so that you know where that money goes. So create a budget. So if you do that, then you can work yourself towards financial freedom, because now you can save more, and then you know where to put money. Like, let's say in an IUL, you grow it, you start building it, and now you don't have to be anxious about money where you watch the news, you watch CNBC, okay, economy's tanking and all that. It doesn't even matter. So you said less stress, right? That's one of the ways where you don't have stress. One of the reasons why people are stressed is because when you lose money, when you wake up, and especially if you have like hundreds of thousands of dollars in the stock market, and you see that in just one day, overnight, you can lose 10%, 40%, 50% of that. So if you learn how to do this, you can have a less stressful life. How does guaranteeing your money give you financial freedom? Financial freedom is not just about how much money or assets you have. It's how much lifetime income stream you have that will dictate the lifestyle you live. A lot of you here said, what is financial freedom to you? It's having the lifestyle. It's not about the money. There are many wealthy people with money, but don't have a guaranteed lifetime income. So what happens is that they can't spend the money they have because they're so anxious. What if it's not enough? What if I live a long life? You can be financially free if you know that after spending the money you have today, next month, even without the limited Social Security or pension that you're expecting, there's still a guaranteed check coming in to support the life of your dreams. Isn't that financial freedom? So right now, let me ask you, do you have something already in place that gives you guaranteed income one day? So here's the education you need. Learn about lifetime income. Learn about lifetime income versus just having a lump sum. I mean, what good is it if you have a good lump sum? What good is it that you have one property, several properties, if that's not going to generate lifetime income to build your lifestyle? Education, income, understand about Social Security and pensions. Is it going to be enough? Know what you're going to expect. Do your calculator. In OIC, that's why we have even our ERP. It shows you how to calculate pensions. Most people who think they have pensions We all know the story. It's not enough. That lifetime income is not enough. So what's the action plan? Build yourself a lifetime income. Through how? What products, what tools can you have? IUL, Index Universal Life, and an indexed annuity. If you have some kind of lump sum, move it to an indexed annuity. So what practice do you need to do here? Save more money, move your money if you have money that's not guaranteed, and then grow more money. Keep putting more money into it, whether it's an IUL or an annuity, you're doing it every month so that you have more lifetime income. So protect your money. How does this give you financial freedom? How does life insurance and living benefits give you financial freedom? Financial freedom is getting your affairs in order. If God forbid you did not wake up tomorrow, would your family be taken care of financially? Do you have enough life insurance? If you suffered a chronic or critical illness, will your family survive the costs and expenses? You can be financially free if everything is taken care of, regardless of what tomorrow may bring. Let me ask you this: are you already in that position? You know, and I'm very blessed to share this with you. I mean, when a few weeks ago, when I was, in the ER, financially, of course, I don't want to go. I don't want to leave my family. But if something were to ever happen to me, if I pass away, my family's taken care of because I've covered myself with my dime. Debt's covered, income 10 times is covered, mortgage is covered, education of the kids is covered, all of it. Do you have that? So what education do you need? Dime. Do you understand your dime? Have you already put yourself in a position that you're financially free, that you're not stressed out about, oh my goodness, if I die tomorrow, what's going to happen to my family? If you're still thinking about that, then it's hard to become financially free. True. Living benefits, if you become sick. So what's the action plan? Get a term, whatever you afford. That's why you need to do an FNA. Whatever you can afford right now, affordability and suitability. How do you know it's the right product for you? If you marry two things, affordability and suitability. Suitability is what you need. Affordability is what you can afford. If you marry those two, what is affordable and suitable at the same time? Of course, we'd love $10 million in life insurance, but right now, is that affordable to you? How can you find that out? Sit down and do an FNA with one of our trainers, our business directors, right? Maybe a term policy is right for you, an IUL is right for you. You've got money sitting around. Why index annuities? For protecting your money. Because, index annuities also have what we call income doublers, in the case of chronic illness. Okay, so that's an action plan. That's how you help yourself. So what's your practice? What practice do you need to do? Gotta learn how to save. Gotta move and grow more money. Get life insurance policy. Get living benefits so that you can have that financial freedom and get your affairs in order. One thing that's not written here, but I also want to recommend that's part of our OIC platform is get your living will and trust. Your will. At the hospital, I was asked, do you have a will? The nurses almost already would have checked the no, because this guy's a 46-year-old. The people who come in the hospital who have a will are usually those 65, 70-year-olds where they retired and their attorneys have advised them to have a will and a trust and advance directive. At 46, I already have that. Why? That's freedom from the government. If you have a living will, did you know, let me put it this way. Did you know that if you don't have a will or advance directives, by default, it's the government who makes the decision for your affairs, if you die or you live? It's not by default your spouse. It's not by default your kids. Do you want the government to make those decisions? Did you know that if you have children who are dependent on you, right? It's by default, if you don't have guardianship in a living will, Okay, it's the government who will make that decision, who will take care of your kids should you pass away. Do you want that bondage, or you want to be free from that? So that's protecting your money. So now let me give you an example here. Okay, so we talk about an IUL. This is a example that we always use in our presentation. I'm going to use it right now. So by learning, doing your FNA, helping, starting whatever, if you can, your affordability is always different. It could be $10 a day, or you can be $1 a day, or you can be, $1,000 a month. Everybody's different. But if somebody were to save $10 a day, once they qualify, they already instantly have $400,000 in critical illness, 7,000 of chronic illness benefit, $500,000. If you are making 50,000, you just covered your dime. And if none of that happens, you have your you just made 130,000 work for you. You put in 130,000, it grew to 300,000 with a zero risk of loss, and you start taking a lifetime income tax free, and you just built an estate of almost $770,000 by putting in $10 a day. So it covers all areas. This is the reason why we have our products. Our products are just tools to help you become financially free. So let me ask you, if you have this policy, for example, if you're this 30-year-old and this is affordable and suitable to you, it meets your insurance needs, meets your lifetime income, doesn't this make you financially free? If you just do this for the rest, for the next 10, 20, 30 years. So it starts with you. Now, when you understand how OIC can help you, now let's talk about helping others. Isn't this so simple? Some of you say, well, Christian, you're just doing the presentation. Exactly. The answer was right under your nose. How to become financially free. Well, Christian, I've heard this like 100 times. Well, have you done it? I don't mind doing this 1,000 more times until you, who's listening here, become financially free first. Because we can't get to 1 million if I can't get you understand this. How will you help others if you're not here yet? If your mindset, if you're not on track, if you don't understand why we keep doing these presentations? Because this is what we're trying to accomplish. I hope this starts to click in your minds now, right? So now you start doing it for yourself. That's why we have a boss up system. So what's the next? Make more money. So financial freedom is having the ability to make more money when you want to, how much you want to. You can be financially free if you're not limited to your current employment or business income, but you can make more money to cover all your expenses plus savings and the house, the car, vacation, or lifestyle you want to live. So how do you accomplish that? Get educated with what we do our 8 steps, understand our business, get your life and health license. What's the action plan? Simple. For somebody who wants this kind of financial freedom, needs this financial freedom like you here, get your IAA, field train, make your first 1,000, go for your 50K watch. That's it. Learn the business. That's why it's field training. Because once you field train, you're going to see that, oh my goodness, I have an ability to make more money, and I'm not limited to $10 an hour, $15 an hour, or $45 an hour as a professional engineer, or $100 an hour as an attorney or business owner. You are not limited. You can make and write your own paycheck however much you want. If you help families achieve financial freedom, you will accomplish that. So what's the practice? What kind of practice do you need to do? Practice 3, 3, and 8. So you're creating a system. Master how to get results from field training. Remember, it's the process of the field training that generates results. Don't focus on, okay, we went on the field 10 times, 8 people said no. Perfect. But you saw the practice of how to present, how to do a business interview, how to do an FNA, right? And then once you start making more money, save more money. Some people say, Christian, I love that policy. I'm in my 40s or 50s or 60s, saving $300 a day will not work. Then make more money, make at least $1,000, a couple thousand. When you make, that's why I want you to make 50,000, maybe even part-time in OIC. If you're making 50,000, even part-time in OIC, what do? What if you put half of that, because this is your part-time income? What if you put $25,000? That's about almost $2,000 per month into your IUL. Isn't that the answer to financial freedom? Some say, well, I can't afford $1,000. Where do I get the $1,000? I've never made an extra savings of $1,000. Make more money. Financial freedom you can accomplish through making more money in OIC. Building your business. Financial freedom is about having time for yourself, your family, to do the things you love and care about. Owning a business allows you to make money by leveraging other people's time, talents, skills, and expertise. If you can make more money without putting in more time, then you can be financially free. Imagine getting to a point where you continue to work or run your business, not because you need to make money, but because you love what you do and you're also helping others accomplish their own financial independence. Now, that's true financial freedom, isn't it? And that's why I love what I do. Right? I mean, today, I'm here in front of you because I love what I do. My personal expenses have already been taken care of, right? Sometimes even one cycle already covers 3 months of my personal expenses. That's passive income in OIC, right? Yesterday, there's another passive income, just like clockwork, just like that. Money comes in every week, right? Way more than just my personal needs. But why am I here in front? I'm working because I need to cover my needs? No, because I love what I do. How many of you here want to go to work because you love what you do and you don't even worry about the money because it keeps coming in? Isn't that financial freedom? What education do you need to do to get? Build the OIC business. Learn how to build the OIC business. Okay? Accomplish BD, hit BD. What's your action plan? Build a BD team. Get to business director. July is the last month to do the 30-day accelerated, but it's not the last month to hit BD. In August, you can do, the entrepreneur way. You can do the personal way. That's always been in our back office since 5 years ago, right? The process has been there. Check out the back office. Educate yourself about the business. Don't depend on just meetings. Don't miss meetings, but don't depend on the meetings. Everything you want to learn products, it's on National Life Group. It's on our carriers. You want to learn our OIC business, there's back office. We have an archive of videos here on our, billionaire community. We've got, our online virtual university, all that. Practice to become a 338 trainer. Master how to get results from field training. Then show others how to achieve financial freedom. Then start receiving passive income. This is how you achieve financial freedom. Expanding your business. How is expanding your business building financial freedom? Financial freedom is about continuously growing your income. They say if you're not growing, you're dying. You can be financially free if you can learn how to duplicate the source of your income and compound it exponentially over time. Duplication is the key. So that means if in our OIC business, if you know how to make 50,000, can you duplicate 50K with someone else and compound your income over time? That's all you got to do. If you've learned how to develop, that's why I have multiple six-figure income earners. We help develop 50K earners. And what are we doing? Now we have about 30, 40 business directors. We just need to get to 100. Now we get to 1,000 business directors. Just duplicate that. So what education do you need? Learn how to become an executive, business director, and servant leadership. In my position, it's about serving our BDs, our associates. Servant leadership, being a leader. What's the action plan? Develop more BDs, expand to more locations, whether in person or online. Some you have your OIC 1,000, you want to have 1,000 people live. Man, that's going to be amazing. Can you imagine how big that's going to be with OIC? Some of you are building in person. If you're building in person, you got to have a vision of having 10,000 people online on Zoom, right? Massive recruiting. Break $250,000 in passive income. Okay, for some of you BDs here, get to EBD and break that 250K in passive income. What's your practice here? What do you do every day? Lead more business directors and compound your passive income. Right? Whatever that, if you already have your passive income, yesterday you get that check. Yeah, I always get that text. No, this is much I made. Compound that. If I made, like, let's say 20,000 in one check yesterday, I want that to become 30, 40, 50 in 1 week. And like Orlando, until you get to 1 million a month. Lastly, financial freedom is about creating a future, not just for you, but your future generations beyond you. You may be the first in your family to change your generation or just continue that legacy, but you can be financially free if you know that whatever you work hard for, you can pass on to whoever you want it to. The equity is no longer just about you, because you can make some serious money here. Your needs are met, all of that. But legacy and equity ownership is now the second generation, third generation, right? They say that wealthy people, they plan for 3 generations of their lives. That's how they plan. And they say that poor people, they plan for Saturday night. Right? What are you planning for? How far are you planning? Right? So education, understand your equity ownership, what it means to have equity. Action plan, qualify for equity partner. Fight to acquire up to 1% equity of OIC. Because one day that's going to be, I truly believe that's going to be very, very big value. I believe it can surpass $1 billion, multi-billion dollars. Practice, move your team, here's the practice, okay? Once you're an equity owner, here's how it changes. And you'll see it in my language too. Move from a my team mindset to our team mindset, right? Because this is what equity ownership means. You own a piece of OIC. When you're starting, it's okay to say, it's my team. Okay, I want to help my team. Good. Have ownership of your team. Great. You're building a team, my team, right? But eventually, and sometimes, like, some leaders say, like, Christian, why do you share everything that you learn and all that? Right? Because why do you share everything outside of your team? Right? Some say, like, everything I teach, I just keep with my team. Right? That's okay. You're building your business. You want to show proof of concept. But why do I share everything? But because it's no longer my team. It's our team. If I help grow OIC, right, I'm building a $1 billion company. Right? That's that's how you become financially free. You're going to move yourself from a my team mindset to an our team. Everything I do benefits everybody. Some of you might not be there yet, right? It's just, I want to help my team member. I want to help my big shop, right? I don't want to share this. This is my secret sauce. When you're building a $1 billion company, that's okay right now. But I promise you, you're going to get I hope you get that financial freedom to think much bigger, right? This business is much bigger than you. So let me close with this. This is our goal, 1 million financially free. The first step is for you to achieve your own financial freedom or to be on track. Education, everything I talked to you about. Learn this, master this. Action plan. Educate and move a massive number of people to your vision. Right? When you look at meetings, how many people are with you? Okay? Practice building with meetings, because the people who are with you in meetings are the ones who share your vision. If they're not here, they're still working on it, but never give up on them. Okay? But you need to see people with you. So, and then go to convention. Make sure you never miss conventions, and then qualify for infinite trips. So you get to be part of our equity partners, our owners, and you are surrounded with like-minded people. And July's last month to qualify for accelerated BD. It's a first step for achieving your financial independence, especially if you're building a business here in OIC. So I just showed you how our 8 ways helps you become financially free. So can you move yourself to become financially free? Every day in July, we have a business presentation of 8 ways how to become financially free. How many people can you move? We did this move so that it grows your mindset, not just from a mindset of how many people can I sell life insurance policy to? That's more limited. Have a bigger mindset. How many people can you move to financial freedom? How many people can I roll over money? Maybe that's a limited list. But if you say, how many people around me need to be financially free? Or how many licensed people can I have to join OIC and recruit? Maybe that might be a limited list. But if you say, how many people would like to become financially free by making money, building a business, and building a legacy? Maybe that's a much bigger list, right? So we want to expand your vision. We want to help you become financially free and then help others. So we can all work together, develop you as leaders to become, all of us, become financially free and get to 1 million people financially free in about 5 years. Are you with me on that?